Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of Adrenaline Drive, a Japanese comedy from 1999 that was directed by Shinobu Yaguchi. Now I've already covered a number of this director's films on this channel: Swing Girls, Wood Job, Survival Family, Dance With Me, etc. I even dedicated a separate 2-hour discussion video to this guy, and I'll leave a link in the description box below. He's certainly one of my favorite directors and one of the most consistently good filmmakers in Japan. So it's time to go back in time, near the beginning of his career, and take a look at Adrenaline Drive. A young, timid car rental company driver named Satoru Suzuki, played by Masanobu Ando from Battle Royale, and a mousy nurse named Shizuko Sato, played by Hikari Ishida, are both in dire need of a confidence boost. Through a string of unbelievable events, they meet and then fall into a wealth of yakuza money. Unfortunately, they are then chased by a dangerous yakuza thug, as well as his stooge-like young henchmen. Now, the opening scene is kind of on a sunny day with Ando and his co-driver rolling along the suburban streets in the car. His co-driver screws around and causes an accident, like a fender bender, with a car owned by the yakuza. And it's totally the co-driver's fault, but he blames it on Ando instead and kind of takes off. And Ando is immediately dragged to the yakuza headquarters to kind of settle this issue. And then we cut to Ishida's character, who's hanging out with some of her fellow sassy nurses who reference horoscopes, and they discuss how they want rich boyfriends because life should be happy and fun. But in any case, crazy shenanigans happens, and that brings the nurse and Ando together with a case full of cash. And it's quite an amusing way to start the film, and it's easy to forgive some of the contrivances and conveniences because this is essentially a comedy, and you usually can let that stuff go, right? Now, there's one important thing to understand before watching Adrenaline Drive. The title of the film is completely non-representative of the actual movie. So you see Adrenaline Drive, oh, this is going to be like a fast-paced, non-stop, like, getaway movie, with a dude and a girl and a case full of cash, and they're constantly running from the yakuza. There's going to be chases and crazy shenanigans. Not so much. Alright, so this is a very leisurely paced film. Some may say a bit too leisurely paced, but it is a different kind of getaway movie precisely because it's so laid back. And there's also a healthy number of characters who vie for the cash, which keeps things interesting. There is a bit of sexual tension that emerges between the protagonists as well, and each character has their own personality quirks. Now, the humor is not quite as snappy or laugh-out-loud hilarious as Yaguchi's best comedies. Okay, like Swing Girls had some laugh-out-loud moments, Wood Job, same thing, right? But here, there's a lot more, like, low-key character moments and a ton of, like, quaint humor. A lot of quaint humor infused in this. The film never takes itself too seriously as well, but it kind of keeps things in the realm of realism, Some of the highlight scenes for me, though, there's a laundromat scene that's quite funny, and the interaction between the injured yakuza and this old nurse at the hospital. They kind of get on each other's nerves a little bit, which was quite funny as well. But again, this is a film that's like, you're constantly like smiling while watching it. You know what I mean? It's not like laugh out loud hilarious. So if you're in the mood for like a laid back comedy, Adrenaline Drive is a good choice. However, if you want something more energetic, if you want a comedy that has a little bit more energy to it, you may want to skip this one, all right? But it's currently available streaming on Daily Motion. And there may be a few copies of the DVD still floating around on eBay as well. So it is recommendable. And as always, folks, I'll see you next time.